Dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to the Wheeling Wine and Whiskey Podcast, episode 318 in the Ruby Track studio. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing okay. I'm FOMO. I have big time FOMO.
No.
I missed the PPD or PPB. I don't have PPB because I missed out on all the fun stuff. So,
That's a benefit of not going to stuff is you don't have the post-party blues.
That's right. No post-party blues, but I'd rather have the post-party blues, to be honest with you. I mean, we've got some great guests on the show this evening, but and they're going to bring on the FOMO strong and hard for me here, but so we're kind of referring to Sierra Trek just wrapped up, and I unfortunately was not there yet again. That's two years in a row that
2 years in a row.
This is a bad trend. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But as we've mentioned in numerous episodes, there's a lot of stuff happening in my personal life that are detracting from these type of fun events, and I'm hoping to get shit back on track. But bring it on. Let me hear all about it so I can FOMO out and start shaking and crying.
Curl up in the fetal position in the corner of the room there in your office. Well, we should introduce our guest here just right out of the gate because we're going to have a fun conversation here. So we've got Sue Lee-Bun online there. How you doing, Sue?
I'm doing good. Thank you. And once again, Jason and Chris for having me on here.
And then absolutely anytime. And then we've got Kelly. Kelly. How you doing, Kelly?
I'm doing good, guys. Thanks for having me back on again.
Yeah, you were just on a few weeks ago talking about the Rugged Revive product there, and I actually got to use it and see it firsthand, so that was cool at Sierra Trek. So, so I told Chris, I said, let's get Sue and Kelly back on because it was a year ago that we were at Sierra Trek and we recorded a podcast with both of you, and we were going to do it live up there, but our days got away from us there.
Oh, definitely.
Lots of fun to be had this year.
Yeah, it was busy in main camp. I kept walking by both your booths, and there was people there constantly, which was a good thing. So, so let's just dive in. Should we talk about the fun stuff first? All of it's good, I guess.
I'm going to mute my speakers. I don't want to hear this.
Oh, okay.
We gave you options of how to get there, Chris, and you did not follow.
I know.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
No doubt. All right, carry on, people.
Okay. So, let's start with you, Kelly, since you're fresh off of the podcast here scene. How'd you guys do? How did Sierra Trek vendor treat you?
We did really well. We had a lot of great feedback. Everybody seemed to love the product, which is good. It was very humbling to have people coming up telling us, how much they enjoyed the product and how they wish, we could come out with it sooner. And, people were seeing their friends with it and running up, we have to come see you guys, and this is where you get it. And even had a couple people come back to get more after they went back because they tried it like we did in camp. So, and then, we had a lot of people with different feedback too, like other ideas that we could potentially explore in the future, and different organizations and groups that we can reach out to, and other paths that we can start taking. But the feedback was really good, and it was really nice seeing everybody working on it. That was really awesome. So
I was going to say, I
very
saw a lot
humbling
of
getting to see that. Yeah.
a lot of the pouches walking around main camp. So there was, and then I saw a bunch of empty Rugged Revive cardboard boxes by the fire that night. So I'm like, well, they must have sold out.
Yeah. We almost didn't sell out with what we took. We were just a couple units shy from what we took. So it was definitely, we definitely sold more than we thought that we would. So that was really good.
Great.
Well, that's a good problem to have.
Really
less stuff to take home.
Yeah. It was really fun seeing the looks on everybody's faces, because we did the demos for everybody. We cut them up into little samples and did demos and showed everybody. We're like, hey, come here, clean your hands for us. And they were just like, wow. So that was really cool to see everybody's reactions.
Yeah, it was the first time I got to see the packaging and actually try it firsthand. And I was impressed. We had it down in our camp. And, Big Pete, he needs about 4 or 5 of those, the towelette sizes, for the normal person.
Just for his hands.
Just for.
I just use a half a sheet for me. So, and Ozzy uses 2. So it definitely depends on the person. And like we tell people, less water is more. Just the 3 ounces and you get a really good lather. So sometimes if people are using too much water, you're not going to get as much lather. So that's definitely something to do.
Exactly. So, I was impressed at how well it lathered up. And then I don't know what kind of magic there is, but from just wiping it off and not having to rinse, that was the impressive part for me. And it felt good. It didn't have this perfumey, girly smell. Not that that's a bad thing.
It's unscented, just some aloe.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't have to wipe it off either.
Smell.
Well, there's no girly stuff, Chris.
It's got potpourri. It's got freaking potpourri, and it's like then you're walking around like a rose garden, and it's like okay. But no, I was really impressed with it. I'm like, okay,
then
this is going to be great on the Rubicon.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be, you should do stripper glitter version. That would be cool.
I'll add that to my list of things to research. No, yeah. We actually had
the potpourri.
Oh, the potpourri, yeah. Yeah, we have a couple of things that, we're looking into for some future things. I'll add stripper glitter to my list for you. Special edition, Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, stripper glitter.
Love it. The Wheeling Wine and Whiskey edition, stripper glitter.
Like, a special bourbon scent.
Yeah, or I was going to say, how about it? Let's start with a whiskey, like a smoked oak scent or something. And then we'll work our way up to the stripper glitter.
Leather-bound books.
Leather-bound books.
Yeah, leather-bound books,
Freshly mowed grass,
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
That's cool. Well, that's great. Great to hear. Like I say, your booth was rocking, and it was good to see that for you guys.
Well, and another thing too, like you had mentioned wiping it off. You also don't wipe it. So you can let it absorb in your skin because you have all that mellow oils, especially like sunburn or something like that. You can let it dry and absorb into your skin. So that's another good thing.
I also pointed that out to somebody that was at your booth. I said, the aloe, living up here in the high Nevada desert, your skin dries out so quick. So having that aloe in there is an added bonus.
Yeah.
So, cool. Cool. Like it. And Sue, you and Chai, your husband, was rocking your booth. And,
yes, sir. It was pretty busy. The weekend was pretty busy. The foot traffic was not, from my perspective, compared to last year. I think last year was way rocking it.
Okay.
But we all, as all the vendors around us, felt the same way. But we still had a really great weekend. We sold out quite a bit. Everything from shirts to the auto darkening goggles and leather full helmets. As well as welders. So it was still, and it still ended up being a great weekend.
Yeah, those leather helmets are great for the trail. You got full protection if you're doing welding underneath the rig of your head, and it folds up to nothing. So,
and it's auto darkening.
It is auto darkening. Yes, that is cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that.
That's right. Beats getting sunburn, right?
Right. That's the other thing too. Yeah, just sunburn it,
Well,
even
then
if
they
you're
just
not
need to
upside
carry
down
the
on the vehicle.
rugged, and then they can clean after they weld, and then they can, if they get cider.
Yeah, there you go.
Most definitely.
So you're talking
Yep.
about a package deal. You guys are going to
It's a
collaborate.
package deal.
Really?
Yep. And yeah, we can sneak the little samples right into our kit boxes too, and
Mm-hmm.
have them try it out.
There you go. You heard it here
I
on
like
Put a
Wheeling
little
Wine and
freebie
Whiskey.
in there for it.
I like it. I like it. That's awesome.
Exactly.
That's great.
So,
And then you had a lithium ion battery there too in a box that looked pretty beefy. What was the story with
yeah,
that?
yes, sir. So this year we decided to kick off and try to promote the lithium spool gun, powered by, of course, just a 24-volt lithium, and you can get those lithium. We're looking at getting some in as much as small as we can find,
Right.
and test it out and see, check on the weight, the dimensions, and everything else, and then potentially turn it into a kit for those who don't want to bother with personal preference of looking for a specific size or weight or whatnot for their rig. So as what you saw there at Sierra Trek was a pretty big lithium that was purchased a few years ago for our trial and error phase. And what we found out was it can be a committed battery. You don't have to pull your battery out like our older
Mhm.
kits. But come to find out, there's still some folks out there that love the pulling out their battery kit. And with this lithium, you can pretty much just like be a committed battery to the welder or anything else that you need it for. We did a trial run on that one, and it turned out, I mean, we've got quite a few really great feedbacks. I mean, we got a lot orders on that we need to ship out already that folks already placed over the weekend. And what we found out is we were able to do about 175 inches worth, and this is going from, what's that, honey? Yes, this is
Yeah.
nonstop. This is going from
Wow.
full battery to empty. So 175 inches and 45 minutes of welding time.
Continuous.
Holy smokes.
Continuously, yes. So that means this battery will last you, you can party break all weekend, and still come home, throw it in your boat, and go fishing for two full days, and come home and still be all good.
Sounds like you might run out of consumables before you run out of electricity.
Right? And if you need more time, 45 minutes or 175 inches worth of beads, you got bigger problems.
You fabricate a vehicle.
That's 14 and a half feet for just another way of putting it too. So that's a lot of welding.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dimes.
Right. So we wanted to make sure that our potential customers or customers know how much welding time they're looking at if they were to get the spool gun that is powered by the lithium battery.
Wow. Yeah, 14
And that'll
and a
be an
half,
option.
45 minutes of welding and 14 and a half feet of laying down a bead. That's like going full retard. You'd have to go full retard on windshield 3 and bust up some axles and stuff to use that much run.
Hold my beer.
Yeah.
That's somebody fixing themselves and all of their friends the whole weekend.
That's true too. Yeah, that's true too. I saw Chai heading down the trail a couple times in the wee hours to go work on somebody's rig. So
Right. No, yeah, we had sent our I'd say our welder down there, as well, and they went down there, and I don't know, it was like almost a whole day's work. And the guy wants to know if he can drive home back down to LA.
Oh wow.
Yes. So we're like, well, break out your least favorite couple of wrenches, and then you'll be good to go.
Yeah, weld those suckers on there.
And that's exactly what they did.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. That's great.
Make it
Yeah,
happen.
so right. So we had a lot of good feedback, got orders based on the demo stations and whatnot.
Cool.
And then, yeah, so it's good to go. You know, we'll be placing that specific spool gun on our
Okay.
website, so folks can jump on there and, place orders if they want to go lithium single battery.
Wow.
So,
That's great. That's super cool.
Is that going to be a weight saving on the packaging from the conventional setup?
no, it will be the same amount. So, it's gonna have a different couple of different things. It's still gonna need the ground and the jumper as well as the battery. And we can ship the battery in a kit, or they can, go and say, you know what, I'm gonna go and find my own battery, find my own case, and that'll be that compared to the kit itself will be lighter weight.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Mhm.
it's wired differently, Chris, because it's just using one battery instead of two separate batteries.
Copy.
Yeah. But it's cool.
And then we also, just like all of our other kits, it's comes with a quick connect as well, and they're all still color coded as well, so it's going to be fairly easy.
Cool. Yeah. No,
Mhm.
I was eyeing that, and I was like, wow, that's pretty sweet. Right on. So,
Yeah, so we're pretty excited.
well, absolutely, you should be for all kinds of good stuff. It was great to see you up there, and that's why I said, hey, would you be willing to hop on the podcast again? Not only to promote your products, but it was a year ago that we had a little sit down up there and talked about this crazy C word that you got diagnosed with, and
Yeah.
then we got some great news here. God, what was that? A couple months ago?
That's right.
When did you
Yes,
get
couple months ago.
that went
When I got the
into
R word.
remission? The R well, it's okay to say that
It
word
went from
too.
yeah,
C
it
to
is.
R.
Not only say it, but
It's
celebrate
okay
it.
to say that word. Yeah, celebrate it.
Yes,
So
well, the doctors don't say the R word until they're, absolutely sure. So
right, exactly.
Well, that's fantastic
So
news. I mean, coming back from thinking back to when we were all standing in the downpouring rain at Prairie City, what was that, 2 years ago? To today, or that was like a year and a half ago, right, Kelly? I mean,
no,
I was what,
yeah,
April of last year?
yeah,
yeah, so it's just a little
Yeah.
over a year.
so going from there to where we are today, and you're in remission. I mean, that's something to truly celebrate. And cheers to you for that. That's incredible news.
heck yeah.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I was pretty emotionally surprised and shocked myself when I heard it. When I was pretty much, I don't even know how to describe the feeling when I first heard that I was stage 4.
Yeah.
And here you're thinking, you know, okay, I had 2 minutes of sadness, right? Sadness, I was upset, I was scared of what's gonna be, happen to me, my family.
Sure.
But then again, like I said, 2 minutes of it, and then once I realized, okay, you know what? It is what it is. I am here now, so I need to figure out what's the next step, because I am gonna overcome this, and I'm gonna be here for my kids, when they graduate from high school and get married and have kids. And
Yeah.
I wanna see all that. I wanna be here for all
Heck
that.
yeah.
So the journey started, and yes, I have my days where I just wanna blow my head off, and then there are days where I wanna get out there and do stuff, and
Sure.
but with all of the support and love and prayers and emails and texts and, hugs, that's what got me through the obstacles that I felt like I'm never going to overcome.
Wow.
But like I said, I truly believe in everything that I just mentioned, and the higher power. And 15 months from being diagnosed, that's when my doctor said, "You're in
Wow.
remission."
Wow. That's crazy.
So
What a crazy
so for
ride.
the second time, I was like speechless again.
Well, that's a lot of hard work and tenacity and willpower, and not only just strength of body but strength of mind. That to overcome that and to fight through it. That's incredible. I'm man. I don't even know what to say. I'm just super proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And this is where I truly feel, and now that I can speak from experience, that, you know, it's really mind over matter.
No
It's
doubt.
power of positivity too. I mean,
Power of positivity.
Yes,
I swear to God, it is.
Yep.
It is. And I went through, I mean, I think that first full year, there were so many negative things that could have taken me down, including my mom passing away
Oof.
that same
Oh,
year.
that's right. Yeah.
I was like, I swear I probably could have, if I had allowed, the negativity, the sadness, I could easily have gone into depression, and who knows from there. But, I look at my family's photo and I say, you know what? I'm here for them.
Yeah.
And everybody else that loves me, that's within my family, my community, everybody else that love me, I'm going to have to continue to fight this so I can be here for them when they need me.
Yeah. 100%.
So here I am. If you need me, let me know.
always. We always
I
need
love
you.
you, Kelly. You
Yeah,
are
I
my
love you
best.
too.
You are the best. Kelly was my rock from the beginning, and she
Yeah.
still is. And, she's my sister from another mama. So I love you. And you helped me through this journey, and then, I have family like you guys, Jeff, Chris, and everybody else in the off-world community that, pretty much, held. It's like a invisible hand that held my hand from beginning to end.
Great.
Wow.
So
That's the
where?
thing about this
That's
community.
powerful.
That's like we're the glue that puts everything together. Anytime we've seen it with not just Sue, but with everybody else. Anytime something like this happens, everybody pulls together and that we all help
Yeah,
each other. So that's what's great about the
exactly.
community that we're all involved in.
Mhm. Exactly.
So
And go
I
ahead.
just was curious. So what's your situation? I mean, are you like fully released then, and you can go back to normal living operations? I mean, because the last time we talked, I heard you weren't really able to wheel because you had brittle bones or something. Are you back on track and wheeling and just being Sue again and doing your thing?
Not quite, not quite. I mean, my body still has to catch up to my mind. My mind wants to be in a million places, and my body's like, I don't think so. But, my mind gets me to where I want to get to, places like up at Sierra Trek and see my friends, and make new ones. Um, I'm working on it. I'm still going through treatment, but it's, no longer chemo and radiation. And just, I'm still on a daily treatment, but I'm also on, tons of other things. Like, I have my bone injections and whatnot, but it's gonna help me. I'm getting stronger, but then again, I just have to, still know my restrictions, once I'm on the trail or whatnot. But I'm able to do a lot more than this year than I was able to last year. So I'm completely happy with that.
Baby steps.
Yeah, that's it.
Baby steps. Yep.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I know you wanted to do more, but just being out there and knowing that there's you're headed the right direction is got to be cute, right? And just like, okay,
Yes.
you'll be back to 110% of the old Sue soon. So
for sure. And once again, it's just a mind over matter. When I get out there, I'm like, you know what? I really want to do this today. So then, what do? Just take another painkiller and do it.
there you go. Right on.
Her mind's there. Her body's just got to get back there.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. My mind is there. Like I just wanted to, night runs. They went out on Friday night. And I was like, man, I really want to go. But then I'm like, I had to listen to my body because I still had another day at the booth. So I'm like, I'll just chill out. Jason's not out there anyways.
See, I I was missing our night runs too, but I wasn't missing our night runs, if you know what I mean. So no, it was good.
Yeah,
It was
yeah. Same here.
He had
I
his own
completely
night
understand. I
runs.
mean,
I always hear about
yeah, I
lots
don't
of
know
carnage on night
what you're.
runs.
Yeah. And then,
No.
you can just catch up on photos and videos and stories, and it's all good. I'm sure
Yeah.
it's just a different night, different kind of party, but, we'll get back into it when we can next year
Yeah.
or somewhere
Absolutely.
else.
Yeah.
So,
Trail
might as
Hero.
well. Exactly.
Yeah. There you
So,
go. Right on.
yeah, so hopefully by next year we'll work on getting my truck, maybe throw some one tons or something and get
Okay.
it heavier in the bottom and, better suspensions and have it be comfy, a lot comfier than it is now, and, probably be
Okay.
able to hit the trails and watch the crazy ones do crazier trails like last year at, like Jason, Kimmy, Chai. What trail was that we were on? Do you remember, Jason?
At Trail Hero?
Yes. And it was at the end of that cancer run.
Yeah. So we were playing in Bieber's Sinker.
Is that what it was called? That's that
Yeah,
section?
it was called Bieber's Sinker. That little obstacle off to the side there. I'd played in it a year prior and couldn't get it. It's literally, it's so hard with a non-rear steer, a drag axle, but we did it. We got through.
Yeah.
Glenn
You
and
sure
I got the buggy through, which was pretty cool. So that was, what a fun day hanging out with everybody there. Our group, we had a pretty eclectic group that day that was running for the cancer run that they,
yes, that was an awesome run.
And
thanks to Crystal thanks to Crystal over at
TJ and Crystal
San
there
Hollow.
put that on. Yeah. And it was a great day. And then to end it on that, I was like, okay, this is awesome. And then had to load the buggy up and head back to Nevada. But that was a cool day. That was a really cool day.
Yeah, I'd like to try to hit that spot too someday. See if I can.
I know exactly where it is.
All right.
We'll just have to shoot for next year.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Chai's ready for San Hollow anytime now.
Oh,
he did his.
He's ready. He's ready for anything, anytime.
I know.
Sounds like he needs to whip out the tools and the fabrication skills and build a rear steer buggy now too.
Right. Well, I don't know. He did some modifications, and I heard he got fronts. Did some changes. Threw on his last bolt right before we had to load up for Sierra Trek. He did his shakedown up there, and he was nothing but smiles when he came back from his night run.
Yeah. This is looking good. We were checking. He was down in camp with the rig and checked it out, and I was like, right on. Just the best keeps getting better.
Yeah, I just need to be able to catch up with you and Kimmy. I'll be all
I don't
set.
know about that.
I'll be happy.
I just drive with my eyes closed.
Yeah, that's how good you are driving with your eyes closed.
He drives with his eyes closed. He's scared.
The buggy drives are tough.
No, he's scared, but then he still overcomes the obstacle.
When he gets out of the buggy, he walks around. Then he comes back and says, "I say, what's going to happen?" He's like, "Well, we're either going to get through it or we're going to break."
Yeah. Down there in Johnson Valley, I was like, holy crap, this is insane. Anyways, we have a good time. Out there.
Yes. I had a good time that weekend. It was awesome. I really enjoyed I'm so glad that you guys showed up and hung out with us that day. So
yeah,
that was awesome to see you guys there.
That was fun.
So
that was
I met some new friends too. So
yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah. Always making new friends. So and then that was Kelly. You had your accident there.
I had to stop.
Yeah. So, what's been your recovery process? Because that was that. It'll be a year coming up at Trail Hero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same time frame during this trip that we just got done talking about, Jason.
Yeah,
So
yeah, okay.
same time frame.
Yeah, so I unfortunately had to set that run out for Sue because
Yeah.
on my way to Trail Hero, as he likes to call it, I yard sailed the Jeep on the way out there.
Yeah, it was a yard sale.
Yeah, I yard sailed it. So I rolled it and flipped it going 70 on I-15 on the way out to Trail Hero. But I'm still here, walking, talking.
Yes.
Did have breakfast. Whiskey?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did have a brain
Chris is
injury.
cheersing too.
Yeah, cheersing to me being alive. Thank you.
Yes.
I did have a brain injury that I have, some small things I'm dealing with, but it is what it is. But other than that, I'm doing fine. So we have a new Jeep named Phoenix. We weren't able to salvage everything from the bottom down from Scarlet, so that was good. So it was definitely a testament to how the Jeep was built as he built it for me. So and how strong the JL roll cages are, because if I had a factory market roll cage in that thing, I wouldn't be here.
Sure.
But yeah, I definitely think that the parts that you put in that Jeep initially, if we had chosen different parts, I probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
They took the brunt of the impact for me.
Yeah, looking at the Jeep afterwards, I was like, holy smokes. I mean, it was obviously visibly pretty effed up, but it was like the key parts, like you talk about the cage and the axles and stuff that just, I can't imagine the forces.
The axles were fine. Well, the rear axle was a little bit bent, but they did fix it. They pressed it for me and reinforced it.
Okay.
Metal cloak replaced the taps on the front and rear bumper. Other than that, I didn't have to replace any other metal cloak bolts. They gave me new bolts. So I replaced I was able to replace the bolts for the metal cloak stuff, the suspension and everything. And we had Morgan from Sidetrack check my wheel because the right driver wheel took the majority of the impact. And he said the wheel was fine. So his forged wheels took quite a beating.
Wow.
They managed to hold their they didn't take any of the damage. So that wheel's still on the Jeep too.
Is it really?
And then I got a new tire. But yeah, everything on the bottom is still good, which is very shocking to us. But yeah.
Well, yeah, and appropriately named Phoenix, rising from the ashes.
Yep, rising from the ashes. Yep. Yep. So this one is definitely built, even though it has the same parts, it's definitely built a lot stronger. We have a lot more additions to this one. More lumens, as he likes it. He said you need all the lumens on this one, so we have more light.
All the lumens.
I have some better seats in there now. Got some new PRT seats in there. It's definitely built as a rock grinder now. He did a walkthrough with Dimitri on it. It just aired on Stellar Built's Rib Chip. So we have a walkthrough on there. You guys want to check that out?
Oh, okay. I got to check that out on Stellar Built's YouTube channel. Okay.
Yeah. So Dimitri did a really good job with Ozzy doing a walkthrough on the build and what survived through the accident and all of that. And so it's definitely a really good episode.
Well, we don't want to minimize. I mean, obviously the rigs, you have a new rig and named Phoenix, but we're super happy you're here. And the previous vehicle, Scarlet, did its job protecting you. And junk is replaceable, but human life is not. And we always want to do our best to preserve that and celebrate it. That's for sure.
Exactly. Oh, definitely, for sure.
It definitely did. I always, as Sue knows, I've had many conversations with her about what we do and don't believe in. And I do believe, I was saved to do other things. And that's part of, And part of our, giving back to the community and helping preserve things, and we try our best to tie that in and helping do things for other people and like doing the things that we do for you.
Yeah.
So we tried to make sure we built that into Rugged, and we just want to keep moving forward with making sure we help the community and everybody any way we can. So
Absolutely.
it's all part
That's
of it too.
awesome. Lorenzo's asking if you still have the Matchbox toys that we gave you at Trail Hero.
I do. I think Archer swiped them, so they're somewhere around the house, but I do. We actually talked about that at Sierra Truck this weekend. That got brought up. About how your friends get to tease you and stuff, and I said, yeah, especially when the day after you roll and flip your vehicle and they come out with a plate with a footprint in and vehicles upside down to razz you.
A
But
helicopter.
that's how you know who your true friends and family are, is when they're there to support.
Your tribe.
Yeah, because I was discharged from the hospital after an hour.
What?
And they missed that I had a brain bleed, and they were going to let me go home until I talked to my doctor, who said, absolutely, you can't go home. So that's why I was at Trail Hero for that week, because I couldn't travel. And you guys took very good care of me. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I was pretty scared when you called me, and I wasn't there yet. I was like, oh my goodness. So I started praying and making sure you were good. When I saw you at Trail Hero, I felt better, seeing how, I'm like, you're still there after seeing how damaged the truck was, the Jeep. And I was like, holy cow, that's amazing that you walked away from that. So somebody was definitely watching over you. Yeah. And I am grateful for that.
We all are.
Yeah. Just want to see my friend in one piece.
Right.
Yeah. So, you should, instead of those Dougies, you should place that little Matchbox car that you got on your dash.
I should. Yes. I have a car and a helicopter. They had the car upside down on the cupcake with a helicopter next to it.
And then we had a helicopter. The helicopter was a nice touch.
That was a nice touch.
Yeah.
That was my first helicopter ride,
Yeah, well, that's not the way to do it. Usually people like to do it right, sightseeing, looking for bears and stuff, but you...
All I got to see was the top of the inside of the helicopter. It was pretty shitty.
Yeah. Wow. Not the ride you want to take in a helicopter. For sure.
Definitely not the ride you want to take in a helicopter.
Right.
But it all worked out, and both of you are still here, and that's why I wanted to do this podcast. It's just kind of reiterate how precious life is, and don't take it for granted. And 1 second, everything can change. One diagnosis, 1 second, whatever it is, and even if things are looking real shitty, positive attitude goes a long ways. So
it sure does.
Yes, making sure you have a positive mindset and keeping it that way definitely helps.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Unfortunately, these situations definitely put into perspective who your people are.
Oh yeah,
well, that is one thing.
I was just gonna say, and having your tribe, right, and just having our community, how great people are, and I mean, they're always there to help, but when tragedy strikes like that, it's a true testament. When people get together, whether it be with funds or bringing over dinner or whatever it may be, the off-road love is there.
Yeah.
Yep, I totally agree, 110%.
Yeah, that's great. So good. Woo, man. Yeah, this is good. So let's talk about future fun stuff now that we got through the heavy stuff, and Trek was good, but we got Sue and I got Trail Hero coming up in October, and Kelly, you're not going to make it this year.
That one, I'm kind of not bummed about skipping it. I'm not sure if I'm ready to go. Yeah. Plus, we don't have a buggy. Yeah, we had to sell the buggy to sell the ground. So.
Right.
We're just going to make sure we get ready something.
But you got an event coming up this weekend. It'll be fun.
I do. Last minute, I got invited to bring the new Jeep to the Rolex Monterey Motorsports reunion. Laguna Seca. So I'm going to be taking that out to the OVR outpost. So overlanding meets NASCAR and all of the, race car history.
You gotta do
how that we're
some.
doing.
You
So,
gotta do some hot laps on the track. You gonna do that?
maybe because when I took it to Monterey Car Week last week, or actually when I took Starlet to Monterey Car Week last week, we actually did a parade through the festival after the flurries went through. So who knows what's going to happen? We'll see. Maybe they'll let us get on the race course with the overland vehicles. It might
How
be
cool
pretty
would that
cool.
be?
Take video.
We're gonna be camped out on the island. I think it's Sector 2 is where the island is. So it's gonna be kind of cool getting to camp out on the race course.
That's a cool racetrack too. That's a cool
That
area.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
Something different. Well, I like overlanding meets all that stuff, but it's all gearhead stuff. It's all motorsports. So
Right.
people
Be a shit
When you
ton of
get
rooftop
down to it,
tents.
it's all the same.
familiar. Yeah, people that may not be familiar with our off-roading, but they can appreciate the big axles, the tires, the stuff that they can see. They can't see the lockers and all that other stuff, but they definitely, you can look at it and say, oh yeah, this thing can go places. So pretty cool.
Yeah, I had a lot of good feedback when I had Starlight at Monterey Motorsports Festival last year, because that was the first overland experience for that last year, and now they're doing it at the race course for the overland outpost.
Wow.
So it'll be interesting to see the feedback. Last year was pretty cool because, like you said, people come up and they have their side that they see, but then we even had people with porches and things like that were like, oh, so we could put it on our porch and we could do this. And so they were more excited to see that side of things and what they could do to their vehicles to do some of the things that we do. So it's definitely a learning curve for them and getting to see the things that they can do with their vehicles.
Right. Okay, that's cool. Well, that'll be fun. Nice event. What else? What else, Sue? What else you got coming up?
Yeah, we have Cantina in Sonoma after that.
Oh, that's right.
Sue's coming to Cantina, right? You coming to Cantina with us too?
Yes, I am. We plan to be there. It's 1-day deal, but we'll see. We might do some cruising up to the Rubicon afterwards and have fun. It's always a great time at the Cantina. Tons and tons of new folks all the time. The vendors fill up the spot, delicious tacos. I'm sure there's, all their drinks are fabulous because everybody's always walking around with the cup. I wouldn't know, but
tacos and margaritas, you can't go wrong.
Exactly. And then you got the ice cream truck.
Don't forget the ice cream truck. Yeah.
Exactly. Don't forget the ice cream truck. They're posted right across from our booth too, so it's awesome. Yeah. They come and try out demo and they go grab ice cream afterwards from being hot.
There it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're looking forward to Cantina. We pretty much sell out every time we attend Cantina, so it's a good day trip. And after that, we're going to probably do a run through actually, we have some folks coming up from Idaho that we're going to do a tour guide through the Rubicon and Fordyce.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yep. And then we'll hit up Johnson Valley, run some trails out there on a non-event weekend so we can actually run the trails.
Yeah.
And then from there, it'll be Trail Hero.
Wow. Okay, that sounds like a good lineup.
That's quite the road trip.
Yeah, so we're excited. We have a large group going out to Johnson Valley with us. We got a really good group that's going to, head out with the folks from Idaho through Rubicon. And then, of course, we'll take them through Fordyce as well. And they'll probably come out and set camp at our property just south of Eagle Lakes. Just south of Eagle Lake staging for Fordyce.
Yeah.
So they'll come out there and just pop out onto the dirt and head up to Fordyce. We'll probably take them all the way up to Meadows and back. First time for both trails, so
Wow,
we'll
that's
see.
cool. I always like taking newbies through just to get their reaction.
And I hope the water still stay low by the time they get out here. So we'll see. Because last time we went, we took we took a guy from Texas, and he really wanted to run and cross the river. So we went as far as Committee. We dropped down from Meadows Lake, and yeah, oh boy, he had fun because I took him across the river and back. And it was
wow.
What was the flow
Yeah.
at? Do you remember?
Oh my goodness. We thought it was like 450, but then once we got back, Jeff from Oregon, he's like, "It wasn't 450." He checked it right there and then. It was closer to 500. I'm like,
Oh
"Holy cow."
God, that's insane.
So you saw that picture, right? That I posted on Instagram. Yeah. Jason.
God,
So yeah, that was crazy.
That is,
Yep. I told yeah. We were both super wet all the way up to our chest. And, and I told him, don't jump out because I'm going to just say goodbye because I don't think I can reach out and try to hold on to you. Yeah, that's how fast the water was going. But you know what? He had, oh my goodness, he could not stop smiling.
Oh, I bet.
He felt like he went to Disneyland and back, and he was just so grateful that we were able to take him because nobody else was, and he didn't want to run Fordyce by himself. So we had a good time. We dropped down from Meadows, went through all the obstacles, even dropped going down through Windshield 3 and everything. And he was, it just surpassed his expectations. So he ran all the hard obstacles, and he's like, man, this is just in case I don't come back.
Wow. What does that
That's
even mean?
That's kind of like what it is. It's our version of Disneyland out there.
Yeah. No, he kept telling me he needs to go. He needs to go since he's here. He didn't really get a chance to play at Fordyce because he was working through the Rubathon. But Chai took my truck out and took him all the way up to, I think they went as far as probably even Old Slough Saturday night. It was like a night run. And see, Jason, there goes the night runs again.
Yeah, night
run. And he had a blast. He had a blast because everybody else was asleep and nobody else wants to go play. So I said, you know what, Chai, go, take him.
Right on.
And he had a blast. And same with Fordyce. He's like, I can't find anybody to take me through Fordyce. I don't want to go alone. He's from Texas. And he had this badass buggy. But he also has the C.
Oh no.
So
really?
For that reason, yes. And he gave up. He's at this point where he just given up on everything. Treatments and everything else that anybody could throw his way. So he's like, I just want to get all my bucket list checked off just in case I don't ever come back. And I'm like, come back. Once you go through Fordyce, you will come back, But he's like, no, I may not. So he had to tell me his little secret. And so I said, you know what? For that reason, we're going to make time for you. And we did. And we went the next day after we exit Rubicon. We went to Fordyce and we had a good old time because why? We had the whole trail to ourselves.
Right.
He ran up. He did all the lines on Windshield 3. And like we dropped down on Windshield 3 as well, and that was also fun. And that's the first time I did it, going from the top to the bottom of Windshield 3.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
Gravity.
And he had the time of his life. So he was like super happy. So
Cool.
I was just happy that he was happy. That he had a good time, and it was nobody broke, and we all had fun.
Good.
Went back home and just like, yeah. It was a good day.
Wow, that's really cool.
So I hope to see him someday. I'm trying to talk him into meeting us like out at, Trail Hero or somewhere nearby and catch up. And I just want him to do better, get better.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, that's all good
So, yeah.
stuff. You're just, making it happen. I love it.
Yeah. That's what life's all about, right?
You're right. You gotta get out, get out there and do stuff.
Just say yes.
You only get one shot at it.
Just say yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When things happen like they do with me and Sue, it really puts things into perspective, and you just want to go out and do things. Stop wasting your life and just do the things that you enjoy. Live your life.
Well, prior to all this, I have always tried to live my life as if it's like there's no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm truly living my life
right.
in case there's no tomorrow, right? So it's before I always felt, and that's why I was, say and speak and my truth, everything down to my deep down. I was like, you know what, you tomorrow's really never promised. So just do what your heart desires today. As long as you're not hurting anybody out there, do what makes you happy.
You're a true inspiration, Sue, no doubt. I mean, that's
like it.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of people should take inspiration from that, myself included. So, yeah.
Yep. So whatever it is that you are going through,
there's always something positive to find when you wake up each day, and just take that and run with it.
Yeah.
There you go.
And if you just honestly believe that I was like, I've been telling myself all last year, I know I'm going through crap, but it can't be that bad. So you need to just get up and do what you need to do, because somebody else out there is probably experiencing a worse day.
Yeah.
So what you're going through is not the end of the world. So do what you need to do and not make it the end of the world.
For sure, no doubt. And I mean, and I want to just kind of talk a little bit about, overlanding, off-roading, all aspects of off-roading, whatever it is, whether you're on a Jeep, a Toyota, a Suzuki, whatever, Tesla Cybertruck. I don't know. I mean, I see these things as I know, right on the Rubicon
somewhere, Chris.
Did it make it?
But
did you see that one?
It did. It got tugged all the way up to Toma staging.
Oh my God. So one of the things that I was driving home from work the other day, and I was on 680 South heading towards my house. And I saw in my rearview mirror, I saw this vehicle coming up on me. It had traction boards on it, on the roof rack. I'm like, what the hell is that? It looked like a sedan. And I'm like, holy smokes. It had a light bar on the front and the grill, and it was a sedan. It passed me. And it was a Ford Focus with traction boards. Ford. I didn't think Ford Focuses don't come with all-wheel drive. And this thing had like some sort of Frankenstein lift on it, and it had like aggressive tires, and it had a rack on it with traction boards, and he had light bars and all sorts of stuff attached to it. And I'm like, my first impression was like, what a joke. This guy's a clown. He's like, but then I'm like, you know what? This guy made something out of nothing. He wanted to figure out a way to go off-roading one way or another. And this was what he had. And he did it. He made it happen. Now, what does he do? He's probably not doing Fordyce, but he's doing something.
He's doing something out there. Yeah. And I want to see video.
And the point I'm trying to make is whatever you've got, if this is what you want to do, you want to get out in the back country or whatever, know your limitations, but just go do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And based on what you just described, in my mind, I would say, you know what, that's not my cup of tea, but I am so glad he's at least halfway prepared.
Right.
And for me, from depending where he goes, right? Like he could be fully prepared depending where he goes, but we have no idea where he actually goes. So for me, like I always tell everybody, you know what? Never wheel alone and always go prepared. So it sounds like he's already somewhat prepared if he's got the traction bar on top, right?
Sure.
And that's a plus, to me, like, so I don't have to come and tug you out. You're good.
For sure.
Shai's not going to be getting up in the middle of the night to go save him.
You're good to go. Yeah, you have no idea how many times we've tugged people out from all different types of terrain or just sand. So sand, mud, anything. So
that's where those traction
I like the
boards
fact
come in
that
handy.
he's prepared.
As long as it's not the traction board and it is a gas can.
Yeah.
One that they had at SEMA. That was ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Right on. Well, super cool. Super happy to have both of you on tonight. Sue,
Great updates.
How do people find you, follow your story? You want to give us some IG links or something?
Sure. I am on IG as MamaBun_89, and I'm also on Facebook with Sue Lee-Bun, and you can find our business. You can anything from positive to negative feedbacks. We welcome them all because you know why? All we do is it help us improve our products, and you can locate us on www.buntrailweller.com. And you can also find us on all of those platforms as well.
Awesome.
Right on.
And Kelly?
My IG is Phoenix, JLUR. And then my Facebook is just me, Kelly Baumback. And then we have our Rugged Revive, which is www.getruggedrevive.com. We also have it on Instagram. It's ruggedrevive.com. And then it's now on Amazon too. So if people don't want to purchase off our website, they can, get instant gratification. They can go on Amazon and go on there and order. So it's ways to find us.
But I recommend you order directly from their website because then you get swag.
It is best, yes. Yeah, we throw in some little things, little goodies. Plus, we have our different packets as well. So it's a little bit more personal if you go on the website.
Very cool. Right on. Well, thanks again so much for being on the show tonight. And you always have our support. And Sue, so happy you're going to remain with us for the foreseeable future. And Kelly, you too. Yep. So happy.
Most definitely. Well, I look forward to seeing you both. Well, looking forward to seeing all three of you guys sometimes on the trail in the near future.
Yes. Yeah. More wheeling.
Dust off the Jeep and get it out of the garage.
Yes, you should, Chris.
Yes.
Jason, how do they get a hold of us?
Well, there's the old IG, Wheeling Wine and Whiskey. Of course, our website, if you want to check that out and get some merch. I had some people asking about merch this last weekend, and I said, you got to go to our website now. I don't carry around merch anymore. It's it's all direct print, which is great. So, and you have a lot more options on there now. But we do have our new stickers. I did hand out a bunch of our new stickers this last weekend. And and then of course you can email, Jason at wheelingwineandwhiskey.com, Chris at wheelingwineandwhiskey.com, Lorenzo, if you really want to email him, you could do that too. But and of course our phone number, Chris. What's our phone number?
Oh my
we
God,
don't have disconnected. I don't even know it anymore.
408-800-5169. Again, that's 408-800-5169. And we'll get that figured out. We're working on it. Our tech support team is charging us about $500 an hour to figure it out, and we're going broke fast.
They're more expensive. They're more expensive than our lawyer team of Code Nielsen. So it's costing us thousands and thousands of dollars to get this rectified, but we're charging through.
That's exactly right.
All right. All good. Hey, excellent stuff. Love the positivity, and I love stories with a happy ending. So thank you, Kelly and Sue, for being on tonight. And let's get out there and wheel.
Woohoo! Yes, thank you for having us. We will wheel soon.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
All right.
And see you guys in the near future.
For sure.
Absolutely.
On a trail somewhere.
All right.
On the rocks somewhere.
Yes, we'll see you on the rocks.
We're out.
Yep.